Hello, everybody. This is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares. I'm feeling a little better today. I finally got some medication. The doctors say I have pneumonia. I got the cough under control. The voice is back a little bit. And um, I had slipped and fell a week ago and hurt my back and hip. And it's been flaring up. So we've got some meds to try to work on that as well so I can get myself mobile again as well. Anyway, I've talked enough about me. It is the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. It is that time of year to reflect on what I did with my comics last year and what I want to do next year with comics. Of course, there's all kinds of collectibles that'll be coming out as well as boxes and different things that we try to pick up during the course of the year, but a lot of those we won't know until they tell us what they're going to give us. With this, it's more of chasing after things I missed. Because I've been doing a fairly decent job of keeping up with what's new and what's attainable currently. Anyway, this was my list last year. Number one on my list was to finish up the. I was only missing 4 books for my New Mutants run. Got that complete. The Sandman Volume Number 2, the Neil Gaiman series, 1 through 75. I was working on trying to get 1 through 8. I'm still working on that complete run, but I wanted to start off by trying to chase after the hardest ones, which would be 1, 5, and 6 that I still have left. So they're making this year's list as well. NYX, Old Man Logan X-23. I was trying to go after characters, trying to get myself reintroduced into collecting comics and making wish lists and chasing after comics this last year, because this was the first list I've put together in since, well, about, 20 years? Because it would have been the last time I put together a list like this was 1996 or so. Anyway, so I wanted to work with some characters that I was familiar with and new ones that I think I would enjoy. I was always a Wolverine fan, and he had suddenly become Old Man Logan, and the new Wolverine was X-23. So I've been interested in those storylines, story of Laura Kinney and story of Old Man Logan. What I didn't realize when I was doing these collections was that there were different series and different runs at different times, and I didn't know which ones I had in which runs. So I thought I had the X-23 run 1 through 10 complete on the second series. I did not, because I had some in the first series and the second series, and anyway. So we've got that straightened out. Those are on my new list. Old Man Logan, the first run, and I didn't realize there were 2 runs of that as well. I do have the 2015, the 5-book run. That one I do have complete. The new current Old Man Logan run I'm working on. Did not add that to the new list. Like I said, once again, it's just a few books in between that I'm missing out, and I figure that out once I get all those organized. I had Animosity number 1, number 2. I wanted to pick up number 3, 4, and 5. I've done that this last year. Niobe, because of a book that was gifted to me from another YouTuber, Rob Wiseguy. I wanted to really check out Niobe, She Is Life, and I managed to pick up number 1. He sent me number 2. I don't want to crack the thing open. It's a beautiful book. So I was trying to find number 2 and number 3. When I did some research, I found out it was actually a 4-book run in that particular story. Niobe, She Is Life, or that says all that's come out so far. So changed up that's on the new book. Monstrous number 1. I wanted to pick that one up because I didn't have it. There's some in that run that I need to figure out, but that did not make the list because the one that I wanted I did get. Hillbilly, 1 through 4, I wanted to get. I managed to get the 1, 2, and 4. Did not get 3 yet. That'll be on my new list. Picked up Briggs Land, 1, 2, and 3. Still missing 4 and 5, so those make the new list. Serenity, that was the 2002 series books. I got those at the con last year during the summer. Hellblazer, 1 through 10. I managed to pick all of those up. I'm working on that entire run. Still need to figure out what books I'm missing to be able to work on that. But that will be part of what I'm working on this next year, but not necessarily on my wish list. Lady Mechanica, La Dama de la Muerta, 1, 2, and 3. Got all of those. Plus, I also managed to pick up some incentive variants and alternate variant covers for that. And Tank Girl Volume Number 2, the 1996 four-book run, and I managed to get all four of those. So that was what I did last year. This year, so what is on my new list for this year? We have, of course, like I said, I was working on Sandman. I wanted to get the first set of those done. So 1, 5, and 6. Oh, by the way, this was like 80 books. Like I said, I was being overly aggressive with the number of books, and I'm surprised at the number that I was actually managed to get my hands on. So I decided to kind of tone it down a little bit this year. This is about half as many. Although I am, like I said, I'm working on a number of different runs that aren't on this list, but once again, they need to all be sorted out, figured out what's missing, and eventually I'll narrow it down to certain numbers, and then those can make the list. Anyway, Sandman Volume 2, 1, 5, and 6 from the last year's. NYX number 3 and 4, the last two I need from that one. X-23, the 2005, that's the first series. It appears that I have 2 through 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do not have 1 or 6. Those are the ones I still need to track down. From the X-23 2010 second series, all I'm missing are 8, 12, 13, and 15, so I need to get those yet. And there are some variants in there too that I might track down, but to just do the 1 through, I think it's 21 run of that one, those are the 4 that I'm missing from that series. X-23 Target, I picked up number 4 and 5. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, and 6. So looking to get that to kind of be a completist about all the X-23 titles. And I know there's a one-shot out there too that I may look for. Anyway, I mentioned Niobe, She Is Life. Trying to pick those up. Missing Hillbilly number 3, Briggs Land 4 and 5 from last year, and then the next 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are all new. Uncanny X-Men, if you've seen my videos recently, I am working on the run from 150 to 300. There are a number of books I'm missing in between, but I put down the 5 that I thought would be the hardest to find and the most expensive. So those are the ones that are on my wish list. Remember 152, 158, 211, 221, and of course Gambit's first appearance, 266. So those are ones I'll be working on. Now, thank you to Spidey Fan for getting me the number 1. I did say, I had told him this is one of my, I said I love my Vertigo titles. These would be my, to be able to get all these runs for these Vertigo titles, including Preacher, are my holy grail, because those are the books that got me into collecting comics, and I want to go back and recollect them because I sold off a lot of them, but trying to get them back into my collection. Once again, going after Preacher, but Spidey Fan supplied me with number 1, which is going to be the hardest one to find, so thank you to him. But just to round it out, I'll go after, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I have some, but I do not believe I have the first 10 in that one either. All of mine are above 10 that I do have in my current collection that I need to organize, but I'm going to go after 2, 3, 4, and 5 to try to complete that very beginning run of Preacher. Also, Swamp Thing, which went from a DC title to a Vertigo title in this second series, and trying to start that one out as well from 1 through 5. And then last but not least, and I can blame, I think, Spidey Fan as well for sending me one of these over. I didn't know these even existed because this was during the period of time that I wasn't collecting comic books. And I've seen them since. A lot of them since, and did not realize that they were all part of this 2002 third series of Catwoman, all those Adam Hughes covers from 44 to 83. I'll be happy to get any of those in between there. I know some of those are extremely expensive, but if I can get 5, and that's what we're looking at, it's about 40 books total. If I can only manage to get 5 of those Catwomans, I would be happy. And so that's what I'm looking at this list, particular list now. There's about 40 of them on this list, I believe. So that is what I'm looking at trying to collect this year for my comic books. Good luck to everyone else for searching for their wish list for this year. And if you like this video, like the video, hit like. Subscribe if you want to watch more. Feel free to leave any feedback or comments down below. And thank you for watching.